Coming up on Look Today. Well, after kids placed their vote, the World Awareness Children's Museum in Glens Falls has chosen the country that they will feature next. I've got details. And Congresswoman Elise Stefanik applauds the new expansion for the Ogdenburg Airport. More on that coming up. And the Saratoga County Fair is looking for participants and competitors. I've got those details. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Steve Trim. Now, he's a tour guide and reenactor at Ulysses S. Grant's Cottage in Wilton. He's here to talk about new tour programs at the historic site. I also sit down with Donna Frank. She's a head of public relations for the Saratoga County Fair. She's here to talk about the fair's 175th anniversary year. Plus, we have your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, we've got these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the World Awareness Children's Museum in Glens Falls has chosen its 2016 Fall Experience Project. Now, each year, the museum chooses a country to present to children to give them an expansive insight into their culture. Well, the museum gives children a chance to experience a world outside their own. We spoke to Heather Hicklin. She's the executive director for the museum about their current summer exhibition on Brazil.
Well, we really wanted kids to get a chance to learn a little bit about this country. Obviously, with the Olympics there this summer, we're going to see it on TV a lot, and we're going to see all the sports and the sporting venues, but there's so much more. There's such a rich diversity in landscape and terrain in Brazil. So we've featured a little piece of the Amazon in our museum, but we're also going to be doing some programming that's really going to take kids on a tour around that country and learn a little bit about language and art and food and all the different pieces of a culture.
And the museum, by the way, is right downtown Glens Falls, and you got to go there. It's great. In the winter season, children were given a chance to vote on one of 8 countries they wanted to learn more about. Well, they chose Mexico. We spoke to Heather about the upcoming exhibition.
Focusing a little bit right now on, because Mexico, we're in such close proximity, and so much of our ecosystems and our food supply chain is really linked to Mexico. We really are sort of looking at almost a farm-to-table theme for the exhibit and teaching kids a little bit about the foods that we eat and maybe that come from Mexico, what are you going to see in a Mexican kitchen, and how do you make some fun foods and prepare some foods.
Sounds like fun. In other news, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik has been meeting with the FAA to push funding for an extension to the Ogdenburg Airport. Now, it's been announced that Allegiant Air will now provide service to the airport. Now, this will boost economic activity in the North Country by creating around 100 new jobs at the airport, as well as bolstering tourism. Switching from news to weather, today saw gray skies with rainy showers on and off, maybe even a thunderstorm. Well, as expected, we may even get more of that weather tonight. So let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Back to the news. Well, the Great Escape Six Flags theme park in Queensbury will introduce yet another new roller coaster this summer. The new Revolution virtual reality coaster will allow people to experience an intergalactic virtual situation while riding on an inverted coaster ride. Well, we spoke to Jessica Hansen. She's a spokesperson for the Great Escape.
The simulation that you're in, once you put on those glasses, you enter this completely new world, submerged with aliens and battle and bombs exploding.
Now you're talking. I just want to repeat this to you in case you didn't get it the first time. New Revolution virtual reality coaster allowing people to experience an intergalactic virtual situation while riding on an inverted coaster ride. You got that? Good. On to the next. The ride, by the way, is equipped with wireless headsets with high-resolution imagery and 360-degree views. We also spoke to David Johnson. He's a marketing manager for the park.
Well, we are bringing a whole new experience to the Steam and Demon via the new Revolution virtual reality coaster. The Samsung Gear VR, powered by Oculus headsets, puts you into an intergalactic battle with aliens. Everything that you see in the VR headsets, you feel because you're physically riding the ride.
And now for something completely different. The 175th Annual Saratoga County Fair is opening soon, and they're looking for entries from exhibitors and a variety of participants. Well, the fair is home to cows, chickens, horses, aliens, farm produce, antiques, as well as art. Competitions include talent shows, fair pageants, and a four-wheel drive pull. Deadlines for entry, July 9th. Now, if you'd like to sign up, you can visit them, SaratogaCountyFair.com. SaratogaCountyFair.com. Now, the fair, by the way, opens July 19. We're a media sponsor and will be doing daily reports from the fairgrounds. You can also see our interview with Donna Frank later on in the program, where we talk about the 175th year anniversary. Coming up next, I sit down with Steve Trim. He's a tour guide and a reenactor at Ulysses S. Grant's Cottage in Wilton. He's here to talk about new tour programs at the historic site. I also sit down with Donna Frank. Now, she's the head of public relations for the Saratoga County Fair. She's a riot, and she's here to talk about the fair's 175th anniversary. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. I've got a couple of lookouts tonight. One more time, the new Revolution virtual reality coaster will allow people to experience an intergalactic virtual situation while riding on an inverted coaster ride. Okay, just want to make sure you can wear headsets too. I think they said, yeah, wireless headsets with high-resolution imagery and 360-degree views. Me, I just want to see the world's smallest horse at the Saratoga County Fair. And speaking of the county fair, that's a second lookout, because Jeff Townsend and Donna Frank, I've known them, my God, better part of 30 years. They're both very passionate about the Saratoga County Fair, and they're asking for entries in all of the different areas, participants, competitors, talent shows, you name it. So please contact them. It's the 175th anniversary of that fair with the world's smallest horse. Tonight on Look TV, it's a Queensbury Town Board meeting. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone. Intergalactic aliens, headsets, resolution, imagery.